going on, everybody? Still June 30th, 2011, and I'm just about ready here to show how this juicer works and exactly what I'm going to be doing with it. First, I'd like to just show with it all disassembled at this time. I guess, I'll just go through the parts here really quick. This is the strainer. Spins extremely fast, thousands RPM, and basically pulls the juices literally out of the fruit after it's been shredded up with the shredder, which sits like this, spins around, and as you feed it through, you're going to apply a little bit of pressure with the pusher. Okay, and this, of course, is your main top piece, and as you can see, this is the guide that guides the pulp where it needs to go and the juice where it needs to go. This is the juice reservoir that collects the juice. Comes down through the, you can see the hole there for the spout, and the spout piece, I actually still have it over here. This is the spout piece. It comes apart so that you can clean it thoroughly. And then the last part, the component, is your collection bin for the pulp. And I always like to take a plastic bag and put it in there before I use the machine, just so that I don't have as much cleanup. And the last component would be the actual base of the machine itself. It's called the Juicer Elite. Jack LaLanne, a very famous fellow who's since passed this year. He lived a very long life, a good healthy life. You can look him up, Google him, Jack LaLanne. See if I got his name here somewhere. Yeah, there it is, right there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but Jack LaLanne and Power Juicer Elite. Anyway, he's got a different line of products, but the point is that the power of juicing has been revolutionized, and what's nice about this machine is that it doesn't take out all the good stuff in the juice. It keeps all the natural enzymes are still there, and you can put just about anything in there. The only thing you don't put is things that have pits in them. You want to remove the pit because, again, it can damage the blade. So, without further ado, I'm going to put this together, and I'll show you very simply how that works. First, we have, this is the juice reservoir, like I said, and I'm going to take the spout, and, okay, I'm going to flip this around, and, yeah, it goes like this. So there's a little tab right here. You have to, there's a hole in this end, so you slide it in like that, stick it in, and then this is the, you lock it in with this, just like that. And now the spout's ready to go. Take the juice collection container, it just goes on just like that. You can't put it on wrong, otherwise it won't stay in place, it won't lock. So it's pretty idiot proof that way. The next thing you're going to put in is the strainer. It's got a hexagon there it fits into. And we're going to put in, that's threaded underneath, so you just spin this on until it's finger tight. You take, this is the tightener, and you've got two holes in here, two tabs. You got a hole here and here, and you're going to tighten it clockwise up to lining it with, there's two lines here, probably hard to see in this video, but there's a min and a max, and you want to line it up, you want to tighten it up to there, and I'm just going to do that now. There, piece of cake, and it spins freely, and then of course pull this out a little bit. Next part, this is critical. You want to make sure that down here you've got what's called a safety switch outlet, so if this bin isn't properly positioned, this isn't going to work. So what you got to make sure is that you go at the top first and then push the base in. So top first, and it should click into place, and it shouldn't be able to move around very much. And then the next thing you're going to do, I normally use a bag, but I'm out of them, so I'm going to put this on top just like that, and this should fit snugly all the way around. And then this piece here, this is what's going to hold it on. You're going to go, just push that on like that. There, now it's ready to use. Now it's ready to go. And you've got your pusher as well here. So, as you can see, blade spins around. Centripetal force will pull the juice out from the fruit. So first thing you're going to do is after you clean it, there's some water still in there. I'm going to plug this in. You guys get to see how absent-minded I get sometimes. Make sure that this is put back together. Okay, now we're going to let that run for a minute, just dry itself out. And the only thing I wish I had was some feed on this, or some way to level adjust it so that I could put a larger cup underneath. No big deal. You just make sure you get something like that. Okay, as you can see, it's dripping a little bit. So now I'm going to get everything all lined up here that I need. The blueberries. I've got the blackberries. And I've got the strawberries. Typically you don't need to add any sugar for taste, but sometimes it's nice, especially if people are for company. Another nice touch I find is to throw in, you can see what kind of rum I like. You throw in some ice cubes there, and you know, the hell, you can throw in some rum. Why not? So, anyway, I think this thing's about ready to use, and I'm going to start with the. I'm probably going to start with the strawberries. Like I say, you don't have to do much of anything to this. Just simply feed them through. Take your pusher. Watch the juice come out. This machine's quite efficient too. I believe statistics, or not statistics, but what the advertising says anyways, that it produces 30% more juice than your typical juice machine. They run about 130 regular price Canadian, but Canadian Tire, I picked this up for $99. It was on sale, so if you can find them on sale now and then. It's a little tricky to do. I probably should have set my tripod up, purposes of this video, but that's a pretty good start. Maybe a few more strawberries. I'm going to use them all up in one drink, but that's the price you pay when you eat healthy nowadays. You have to be willing to spend some money. But it really doesn't cost that much more. If you're buying junk food and the health food, of course it's going to be expensive. If you switch over to just healthy food, it's actually going to be cheaper in the long run. These berries, I'm just checking them over. Make sure there's no spores on them or anything like that. Let's throw a bunch of these bad boys in here. Look at that. Now I typically try to put the pusher in real quick behind the berries because there's some splashback here on this thing. It's actually, I should be using yeah, here I am showing a video on how to use this, and I'm not even using the proper equipment, but up here you got your it's a berry feeder, I guess, or small item feeder. And so what I can do is I'm going to take this out for now, and this just goes in like that, and I can just dump some berries right into this thing. Look at that. There, now you avoid the splashback, and now you got your juice coming out. My dog's really interested. Okay, there's a little bit of persuasion here to get the rest in there. Oh yeah, that's looking very nice. Can't buy this in the store. Okay, and the next thing we're going to add is some blueberries, and I would say that's probably the end of it. Blueberries are a tricky one because, you know, you got your high bush, you got your low bush. What else you got? You got your hormonal blueberries, you got your organics. You got your real organics, like the ones you pick. Anyway, I guess it still beats eating potato chips, you know what I mean? There we go. Blueberries, best food on the planet. They carry very, very high in antioxidants. different types of, well, they're very high in fiber as well, and they're actually, studies have shown that they prevent, they appear to prevent different diseases like cancer. Of course, cancer's so many types out there now, but yeah, I'd say that's pretty good there. Maybe just a few more of these. And I guarantee when you have a drink like this and you are basically fasting on juice, you're not, I'm not fasting, but if you're skipping a meal, for example, and you stick purely to the juice, this is fantastic. It's going to make, you're going to actually feel rejuvenated as soon as you drink this. By the way, when you're done, let the juice machine run for a few minutes, well, at least a minute, just so that anything that still may be caught up in the unit gets taken care of. Don't want it to sit there. And I would suggest cleaning this right away. Very easy to clean if you do it right away. Use some hot water, use some soap. Very easy. Most of it can just you can just basically run it under your tap. Good to go. If you wait, it's going to churn. It's going to get spores all over it. It's going to be really hard to deal with. Plus, the smell's no good either. So, just stir this baby up a little bit. The only thing I would suggest is maybe get a real fine strainer to get rid of the foam. But that's a pretty cool looking drink. Start stirring that around. You throw some ice cubes into that, and you're all good to go. I'm going to try it out. Oh, yeah. That's
Why do you leave me in awe every time I see you next?
Cheers.
Like that cool neat arms.
Yep. You can't buy that at the store. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I will have more. I've just started this, so I'm not real experimental. Sticking with mainly things that are sweet, like fruit and berries and things like that. I did try to put some carrots in, and it's going to take some warming up for my taste buds for that one. Anyway, see ya.